that Barolo almost popped my neck. I was like, girl, it was so good though. I should get another bottle of it. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. My name is Asia, like the continent, and I'm going to talk about why decanting is important. So why do you even need to decant? Like, is this just some little fancy thing that you do? Some may argue yes, and if you are really into wine tasting, wine drinking, you're going to be like, there's actually a reason, and it makes sense. So what decanting does, pouring from one vessel to another, it aerates or it introduces oxygen to the wine. Now, when we're talking about decanting, you're usually going to decant wines, usually 9 times out of 10 reds. Not all reds need to be decanted, but reds, right? So reds have a lot of things going on in them. They are going to be high in tannins. They're going to be high in alcohol. There's all this stuff that's going on in them. They may have chemical compounds in them, part of the wine making process, and not just the natural things that, well, I guess it's natural things that happens with the grape, as well as additives in the winemaking process. If you introduce oxygen to that, it pretty much releases a lot of that, and it opens up the aromas and all the flavors, so you can enjoy that wine, that bottle of wine, even if the bottle is no longer in the bottle. You know what I'm trying to say. So that's really the main reason why you would even decant. Like, just 100, keeping it real. It's just us. We ain't gotta be fancy. You get a better tasting experience from it. If you are dealing with a more aged wine, at least in my experience, a wine that's been aged a little bit longer, aka an old wine that's been sitting up, the average person probably watching this video, if you went and bought a wine from the market, it's probably been in its bottle for maybe a year, not 2 maybe, like on average, right? So when I say age, I'm talking about something. If you get a bottle of wine from like your birth year, and I ain't gonna tell you my birth year because it was a long time ago, but it was a long time ago, there's gonna be sediment. It's gonna be sediment, especially because winemaking processes have, gosh, since I was born, I can't imagine from that time to now. So there's gonna be things floating off in the wine. And if you store it properly horizontally, I'll grab a bottle. Ooh, I almost dropped it. Don't worry, I definitely would have caught it. But if you store your wine horizontally, and this is a white, all wine should be stored, even though this is a bad example because this is a twist cap. But if you have, and the other bottles are too far away for me to grab. But I talked about in previous videos, you want to store horizontally so you can keep that cork moist. I know it's a dirty word, but you want to keep it moist. And then, you know, you're going to serve it, right? So you can say, oh, I'm going to pull this bottle of wine because I want it tonight, or I'm having dinner or whatever. And you pull it, you're holding it upright. Okay, well, you didn't had everybody even separated and they floating, or not floating, they're going to, you know, go to the bottom. Well, if you go to pour it, some of that may come out in your, if you go, you know, bottle to glass, it's going to come out. So what you want to do is put it in a decanter. And that allows for that sediment to go on and go where it needs to go, which is to the bottom. We need to go to the bottom so we can pour the goodness off the top. And sediment's it's probably not an issue you're going to have a whole lot as an average person drinking wine that you got at your local Albertsons. It's just, I'd be really surprised. It'd be very interesting, actually. I'd be like, oh snap, I have sediment. But yeah. How long do I need to decant? It does depend on the wine. So if you have something like a Pinot Noir or a Malbec, 30 minutes. You may even be able to not decant those at all. Personal opinion. But I also have not decanted a lot of things that definitely need decanting because I was in a rush to taste them. When I say drink them, that's why I keep saying taste, because when I say drink them, it's not because I was trying to get turned really quick. It was like, oh my god, I'm excited to do the tasting and all that stuff. So that's why I differentiate. But now, if you get something stronger, cabs, in my opinion, go ahead and decant them. But if you get something like a Nebbiolo, or the example I'm going to use is a Barolo. I know that Barolos are strong. Not strong, strong. I know that. I know that. And I had this Barolo and I was so excited to taste her, or him rather. I was excited to taste him and I did not decant. And let me tell you, when they say, I've heard people say that drinking a Barolo is like being kicked in the head by a ballerina. It's, you know, you're thinking, oh, delicate ballerina, but like they can kick the shit out of you, right? I did not decant this Barolo. And let me tell you, it was like a roundhouse kick. I was like, oh shit, it was so good. But I was like, damn, I was swirling the shit out of my glass because I was like, I should have decanted it. These mistakes have been made. But you can drink it without decanting it. But if you get something like a Barolo or a Barbaresco, you need to let them mofos sit like for 60 minutes, maybe even longer. But I'm not that patient. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I probably, if I would have decanted that bottle of Barolo, I probably would have only done 30 minutes just because I'm like excited about it. I'm just like, I'm excited about wine, so it could have been anything. but I suggest about 60 minutes for the stronger reds, the strong folks. Where can you buy a decanter? You can, I was gonna say get them anywhere, but you can't, and I'm really hoping this is FedEx. I'm like ordering stuff around the holidays because they're too sporadic. I like that Amazon Prime. They come in like one day. And sorry to everybody that works at Amazon because I know they don't pay y'all very well. But thank you for your service because it's... Speaking of Amazon, you can buy a decanter on the Amazon. And you can get some of the top name brands. I won't say the top because I don't think you can get like a Waterford Crystal like decanter. You might, I don't know, it's Amazon, right? But you can get something, you know, that's crystal and it's more on the expensive end, or you can get something that's, you know, the Amazon, not Amazon Basics. I don't know if they have that, but it may be that price point. Like you may spend $10 and get one. I don't know. And I do think the type of glass does, it's just like with the wine glasses, but we ain't getting into all that. I'm just saying you can go on Amazon and you have a bevy of choices. You can go to Target. I know Target has them. You may have to order online for Target. It just depends on if it's the good Target or not. Bed Bath & Beyond has them. I don't know if Crate and Barrel. You can go to Pier 1. I'm thinking all the stores I go to, all the... You would think I was like a housewife, some of the stores I frequent. But yeah, you can kind of get them almost anywhere. I would almost say Walmart, but I don't go to Walmart enough to be real with you, and I don't know. I kind of feel like... I know you can get like a set of wine glasses. I don't know if they would have them there. You may have to like order that online because it's one of those things that people don't buy every day. And most people don't necessarily decant. That's kind of a specialty thing. Oh, your local wine shop will likely have some type of decanter. I know the aerators, you can buy those. You definitely get those on Amazon. A lot of stuff you can just get on Amazon, order it and get it in a few days and be done with it. But yeah, if you just want to run out right now, I know you could probably get an aerator at Target for sure. So go to Target. Go to Target if you're just trying to get something today and you know, you don't want to be crazy. But, and again, you're probably thinking, do I have to do all that? This is worrisome. I get it. And I don't think you have to, but I'm telling you that some of these wines you will be laid out. Not laid out because you're drunk, but like that Barolo almost popped my neck. I was like, girl, it was so good though. I should get another bottle of it. If you don't have a decanter and you do want to decant, again, it's really preference. So what you would do, you open it and you taste it, right? And if it's a little strong, the tannins are super high, or just not to your preference, high to you, the acidity is high, the alcohol level's high, even if it's the aroma. If you smell alcohol first and none of the other things that I've mentioned in previous videos that you would smell when you smell or taste wine, you definitely would want to decant because you're probably thinking, damn, this is like gross. It just tastes like alcohol, but it's not. It's just, it needs to breathe a little bit. So you don't have a decanter, but you want to decant it. If you have some type of pitcher in your house, preferably a glass one, you can do that. Again, decanting is pouring from one vessel to another. It ain't got to be fancy, preferably fancy, but it doesn't have to be. If you're really just like in a pinch and you need it now, That's all you can literally do that. The downside of that is, so what you could do is you could pour it from one, like a pitcher, like you make lemonade or something, right? And you can do that and then pour it back in the bottle. You would need a funnel. Because y'all gonna waste this wine. I'm gonna be so hurt. Because if you do it, go ahead and leave it in the comments, but I'm gonna be hurt. Okay? But that's one thing you can do. But the downside of doing that is, unless the pitcher you're pouring into is glass, and it doesn't have to be crystal glass, right? Or lead crystal or anything like that. But it's just, if it's a plastic pitcher that you make country time lemonade in, right? Like, I don't want to say everybody has that, but like, you know what I'm trying to say? That the plastic's holding things, the plastic has the chemicals in it. So it may, in my opinion, I feel like it would alter the taste. And for me, I want to taste the wine in its full glory, like, you know, and so I don't know. I don't like that. For me, if I had to do it, I'd rather just drink it straight and get kicked in the head. But just be mindful that whatever vessel you do pour it in, you want to make sure you clean it really, really good. It's no residue or anything like that, because that does affect it a lot. So yeah. But I mean, do what you gotta do. You know, ain't nobody judging you. Only a little bit, but not enough for you to care. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, or you did try to decant, or you did decant and you didn't feel like there was a difference, whatever it is, go ahead and leave a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe now. Like this video with a thumbs up. If you think I suck, tell me in the comments and give me a thumbs down. I accept all forms of engagement. And you can hit the notification bell so you can know every time that I upload a video. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at asia.alexander. That's my name. So thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys next time.